And what impact do I want to create? Your life is like a TV series. Your life is also like a book. And the best part of this story is that you get to write the next episode. You get to write the next chapter of that life. So will this episode be ordinary or extraordinary? If you think about a season, will it be a hit or will it be a flop? If you think about a book, will the next chapter be extraordinary? And it begins in your mind. You dream it. But then you wake up and you work for it. So I want you to reflect with me for a second. I want us to do a quick exercise. I want you to think about yourselves in the next 5 years and ask yourself, where do I see myself in the next 5 years? And I'm actually going to pause for a second so that you think about it. I'm now pausing. So we have moved 5 years in time. So we are there in 5 years. I want you to turn to somebody and tell them in the present. Say, in 5 years, I am, and you're actually going to do that. All right? You turn to somebody, tell, in 5 years, I am, and I'll give you some examples. I'm a business owner. I'm a manager. I'm a graduate. Whatever your vision is, please turn to somebody and tell them, in 5 years, I am. Thank you very much for doing that. I truly appreciate it. While you are still in the present future, we are still 5 years from now. That's where we are. I want you to look back and see, what did you need to do to get there? What mindset did you need to have to get there? What actions did you need to take to get there? You have seen the future. You have seen Canaan. Write down those steps and get to work. I hope you saw yourself in the next 5 years. I did this exercise yesterday, so I'm with you. I'm also taking my steps to get there. Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it is done. I want to share with you some stories of people who did it, who aimed high. And I'm going to go down south to a lady whose name I can hardly pronounce. She's called Tembile. She worked as a cleaner at the University of KwaZulu-Natal for 14 years. So she cleaned the classrooms and she observed the students. And instead of seeing herself only as a cleaner, she saw the possibilities. She thought, I can be one of them. I can be a student. I can graduate with a bachelor's degree. And so she enrolled in the same university while she was still working. And she studied during breaks. And she stayed up late. And she put in the work. And at the age of 40, she graduated with her bachelor's degree in social science. Her reason, though, her motivation was her daughter. Because she wanted to be a role model for her daughter. She wanted her child to look up to her and see what was possible. Just like the mother who showed us here the pride of her family. Lesson number 1, your job today is not your final destination. It is a launching pad. Your job today is not your final destination. It is your launching pad. Story number 2 comes from our backyard here in Nairobi. A gentleman that a lot of you might know. In 1995, Peter Kinozia was a hawker. He started a business worth 3,000 Kenya shillings. Peter would buy chemicals and mix them and make shampoo. And he would sell it to salons. And he started competing with the other shampoos that were coming to those salons. Eventually, his business grew and he started a manufacturing company. One of his flagship products is called Nice and Lovely. And his business grew so much, it attracted investors from here, there, and everywhere. It attracted the biggest investors of all. They are called L'Oréal Global. They are from Paris. And they came and they bought a part of that business for over 1 billion Kenya shillings. I said 1 billion Kenya shillings. Peter Kinuthia is now a billionaire. From 3,000 shillings. From mixing chemicals to make shampoo to a 1 billion shilling business. And the rest, like they say, is history. Lesson 2. Great things start small. Opportunity is everywhere, but only those who see it and act on it will succeed. Last week, I took an Uber, and I love talking to Uber drivers. They have a lot of good stories. I'm talkative. So I engaged her in a conversation, and I asked her a question. I asked her, what do you like about your job? And she was quiet for a second, and she said, I don't really like this job. And I said, I asked, what do you like about your job? And she hesitated for a second. Then she smiled. Then she said, I love the freedom. I love the fact that I'm able to provide for my child. I love that I can dash home when I need to dash home. I love that I make my own money, and I love that I feel very independent. There were things that she actually loved about that job. The job wasn't perfect, but it was serving a purpose. Now I ask you, what do you like about your job? It may not be your dream job, but what is it doing for you? Is it helping you provide for your family, like we saw a great example here? Is it teaching you discipline? Is it preparing you for something greater? Lesson number 3. Your job is not your prison. I almost said amen there. It is your classroom. Learn from it, use it, and aim higher. In the 60s, the US and the Soviets were locked in a battle for conquering space. It's called the space race. And America really wanted to send a man to the moon. The stakes were really high. And there's a story told whose authenticity I cannot vouch for. But I'll tell it anyway, because it's an amazing story. JF Kennedy visited NASA. They say it was the first time in 1962. And he met with a cleaner who was sweeping. And he asked him, what do you do here? And the cleaner said, with a smile on his face, I am helping to put a man on the moon. I am helping to put a man on the moon. He understood his role. He understood something powerful, that his role mattered, because he kept NASA clean so that the scientists could focus on their work. He kept it clean so that astronauts could prepare for their mission. His job was bigger than just sweeping floors. Lesson number 4. See the bigger picture. Even now, your job, your work matters. Yes. So I want to leave you with 3 questions. Question number 1. What is your next step? We looked at the future. We went 5 years into the future. We know the future we want to create. We know the steps it took for us to get to the future. So what is your next step? What dream have you put on hold? What impact are you yet to create? Your past does not define you. Your current job, your present, does not limit you. You have the power to change your future. What Gary Maathai said, no matter how small the contribution, we can all do something to make a difference. So as we celebrate today, let's not only give thanks for the present, but also for the future that is waiting for us. The world is not just for the rich, the famous, or the privileged. The world is for those who dare to dream and work for it. So dream big, work hard, and keep going. Martin Luther said, if you can't fly, sometimes we look at people flying and we think, I wish I could move at their speed. Martin Luther was talking to you if that's you. Martin Luther said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, keep moving forward. Thank you very much, and God bless you.